welcome back to the world of Salt House. And welcome also to my patio backyard here in Brooklyn, which I'm excited to share with you guys soon because we're kind of almost done furnishing it. You can't see here, we just got our lights up. Today we're just talking about cocktails. If you're not new here, you might know that I used to be a caterer. I used to throw dinner parties for a living. I feel like I sound so like,
I know a thing or two about entertaining.
no, it's good. So yes, I know how to throw a dinner party, but to be honest, when I'm having friends over, the last thing that I want to be doing is like making cocktails individually. Anything complicated kind of is not the move. So I love doing pitcher cocktails. I love these things just because I think that they really inspire people to kind of get together, and that's what I love to do, and I think that's what summer is all about. First up is our rosé sangria, and I'm gonna start with my favorite ingredient for this, which is a little bit of ginger liqueur. So when I'm making sangria, I like to use a clear pitcher because, you know, there's gonna be cut up fruit in it, and that way you can kind of see everything. Next, we're gonna add our rosé. Just a bottle of rosé, whatever kind you wanna use is all good. So I'm gonna tell you right now that I've actually never tried this stuff. I like to use peach nectar, but I saw this in the store and I was like, that looks really good. So it's like a melon peach soda. Usually I use like a cup of peach nectar and then a cup of sparkling water or club soda, but instead I'm just gonna use a cup or a cup and a half, depending on how big your pitcher is, of the soda. And lastly, we're just gonna add our fruit. This was actually really stupid. I should have put the fruit in first. And then we're just gonna give it a stir. I really love this because peaches and ginger, I think, go together so well. I'm actually wondering if any of my friends from when I was in my 20s are watching this, because I used to be called the Sangria Queen. They were really strong. They were like all alcohol. So this one's a little bit more drinkable, better for my adult life because it has ingredients in it that aren't alcohol. The next one's gonna be a watermelon and tequila drink, like a margarita, but I put a little surprise ingredient that I love in there, which is Saint Germain, which is an elderflower liqueur. Floral flavor in it actually pairs really well with all tequila. It's about 3/4 cup Saint Germain. I have a bunch of fresh squeezed lime juice here, and I'm gonna add some of that, about a 1/2 cup, and then about a 1/4 cup of agave. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna mix this now, just because the lime juice helps the agave to dissolve. I'm gonna add our tequila in, between 1 and 2 cups, depending on how strong you like it. And lastly, our watermelon juice. And there you have it. It's good. It's very dangerous because the tequila becomes a little bit hard to detect, but very good. And lastly, we have to add something tropical into the mix, so I'm gonna do a coconut mojito, but it doesn't have coconut rum, and it's just perfect. This little tool, which is called a muddler, but if you don't have one, you can use a wooden spoon. I have a bunch of fresh mint here. I'm just gonna drop that in. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of sugar to that. I actually went to college in Miami and had tons of mojitos, the authentic Cuban way. No simple syrup, you have to use regular sugar. Lime juice, again, you wanna have the lime juice in there while you're muddling because it helps to break down the mint and the sugar. The smell is like intoxicating. And next we have, of course, the rum. Pour that right in. Okay, now the coconut milk and the coconut water. Give it a little lime. Very good. I made a PDF with all of these recipes, and if you want that, you can look down in the description box below, and you can also find links for most of the stuff that we used today. If you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, because we're posting videos every Thursday. I would love to hear from you, so let me know what your favorite drink was in the comments, or if you plan on making these. I hope these will inspire some summer gatherings at your house, and we'll see you next week.